Hi and welcome to Top Tips Tuesday. This week's tip is for those that are currently renting in the property market and really have been priced out of their local market and really not sure what to do. So there's a great strategy known as rent vesting. So today we're going to explain what it works, some of the questions that we quite often get asked around rent vesting and the benefits of doing that. So rent vesting is, you might be living in an area that needs to be that location. So you might be renting a property that's close to schools or work or beaches for lifestyle, but the price of that in that local area might be outside your borrowing capacity. So what are your options? So your option is you can continue to rent that current property, but you could actually buy another property in a more affordable suburb. So that gives you the ability to still own real estate, but just not the property you're going to rent. So it's a little bit of a different strategy. Some of the reasons or some of the benefits why we'd look at doing this. Number one, it gets you on the property ladder. So again, we don't know what prices are going to do in the future, but we know that when prices do rise and our borrowing capacities are limited, it can really restrict us. So number one, it gets us on the property ladder. Number two, this investment property, we can have the tenant paying the loan, the mortgage, which is great. A lot of the expenses related to this property, now it's an investment property, are a tax deduction, so you can claim the interest on the loan, rates, insurance, etc., which is fantastic. Allows you to live in a more suitable location. So as I mentioned, you might need to rent in a certain area for lifestyle or family reasons, allows you to do that. And you can always have options owning this investment property. Two options: when the property goes up in value, you can use that extra equity to fund the ideal home in your ideal location, or you could sell that property and use the cash equity to buy the next property. And if you're considering, or if you're in this position now and the average rent, at $600 per week, that's $30,000 a year you're giving to the landlord, or $300,000 over the next 10 years, which is massive. You really need to consider the long-term costs of renting the property. Sure, with owning a property, there are some expenses, rates, insurances, taxes with an investment property, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So it's a great strategy. There's a lot more younger people starting to adopt this. So I guess the question would be, would I do this myself? Absolutely, yes, I have done it in the past. I had to sell all my properties and start my portfolio again, and the first thing I did was buy an investment property and rent it out that I've currently still got. So hope that's helped and give you some other options, some things to think about. If you'd like to know a bit more detail about how it works and what your options are, welcome to reach out. Have a great Tuesday.